So you were talking earlier about Google TV and where you, or where experts do envision it in about 4 years. So
I think when you look at what's going on with Netflix and Hulu, where they're starting to make their own shows, and YouTube's dropping $150 million into YouTube, or Google into YouTube channels, all the same company, I think what is happening with the ability to stream things on your television, again with the behavior of, like, I watch a lot of TV on Hulu. Like, I rarely watch live television ever. I don't even watch my actual television that often anymore. That's a behavioral thing that changes. There's lots of internet connected TVs out there that are not connected to the internet. That's going to change. Now that you can stream with a PS3, with a PlayStation, with a Xbox, a TiVo, a Blu-ray player, now that Netflix has shows that you can only see on Netflix, and they're bringing Arrested Development back, and they're shooting David Fincher's House of Games, or House of Cards. Hulu's has Battleground and a couple other shows. The behavioral reality of appointment television is dying. It's only really the American Idols and that sort of thing. Where this is all going is that there will be no more networks in the classic sense of the word in terms of your brain, because it's like the TiVo. Once you started doing TiVo, then it was like, well, you just put your own network together. Right now, it's just a tsunami of content that is just coming towards everyone, and more videos are getting uploaded. Now it's going to be about quality, it's going to be about what people like, but the reality of sitting down and watching a television show at a certain time is over. Even with Netflix, they put out Lilyhammer, which is a show they made with Norwegian television. They put all 8 episodes, they put the whole season up in one day. Because more television is watched on Netflix right now than movies. So they already know this binge viewing, this idea of like sitting down with all of Sons of Anarchy or all of Mad Men and just watching episode after episode. That is a behavioral thing that's happening. So where this all ends up is, I think for an independent storyteller, if Hulu or Netflix puts a show on the internet and someone can stream it to their television, and you put a story on YouTube and they can stream it to their television, what is the difference between you and Netflix and Hulu? Nothing. It's just that they have money and marketing. That's all they have. I mean, that's a nice thing to have, but the reality is that's sort of like they're the Cineplex, you know, we're still the indie theater down the street that has the shitty popcorn, but we're both on the internet. We're both can stream to televisions. So right now, in terms of the future, there's no difference between me and what they're doing other than they're a giant machine with money and marketing and more production value. But the reality of all this is that I can now, like when you made a film, you'd have to go to a festival, get a distributor, get it to a theater. Now you can just put it on the internet, and more people see stuff on the internet and more movies on their television and streaming than not. So why wouldn't you do that? I think that's where the future is. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be archaic. It's going to be hard to figure out where stuff is. That's the next thing, and maybe Google TV will play a part in helping people find things. But everything's going to be on the internet. Independent stories, network stories. There will be no more cable. There's no need for cable. They're already building a cable station on YouTube that has more channels than any cable system that exists now. So that's already happening now. It's really just about the audience's behavior catching up to the technology's ability. It's already there. It's just the mindset of, I'm going to watch that on my computer, or I'm going to stream that to my television.
What would you see as the time frame that will be fully integrated into the internet?
I don't know. I don't know. It's not going to be probably this year or next year. I think it's more about, you know, it probably took, say YouTube starts 05, 06, it took maybe 4 years to get people to start watching stuff on Hulu and Netflix, so maybe 3, 4 years, something like that.